Welcome back to the Connect Network TV. I hope you've all been enjoying the show so far. We have been discussing personal branding and ways it can benefit your business. Right now, we have lady entrepreneur and CEO of CR Realty. Welcome back, Raevonne, Denise.
Thank you for having me.
Hey.
I brought my team along with me this time, my personal team, the House of Ray.
Hey,
Love that. We're glad you brought him on. Hello.
Thank you.
Looking great, guys. So we are so excited to have you guys back. Give us an update. What have you been up to since your last visit at the Connect Show, Texas?
Oh, I've been up to a lot. So unfortunately, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor and the doctors went in and got it all out. So I am back as a new person, refreshed. I feel better than I felt in the last 10 years. Won't God do it? And I am ready to go. We are actually having a relaunch, and it's going to be Ray and Jay, which is my business partner, takes Houston.
Wow.
I love that. That's exciting. And Raevonne, you're in our prayers. Continued prayers, and look at you coming back stronger. That is so amazing. So how did you come to the decision to start your own construction company?
So with me, I like all things real estate. One of my clients reached out to me a few months ago and they said, I don't know if you realize, but you made me $1.9 million in profit last year. And I'm thinking, if I'm making my own clients $1.9 million in profit, and that's just one, just imagine how much I can make if I own the construction company as well as the real estate company. So I teamed up with my business partner, Javier, out of California, and he has a multi-million-dollar business down there doing commercial and residential. And I said, hey, how about you bring part of your construction company to Texas so I won't be starting from scratch? We team up and we launch here. We launched it last month and it is doing amazing.
That's incredible. You are so inspiring in all ways. Earlier today, we were discussing personal branding. Your Houston luxury real estate team, House of Ray, seems very on brand with your company, CR Elite Realty. Did your personal brand come into play when considering new business ventures?
The CR Elite Realty team is the actual brokerage where we have about 100 agents. And then we have my personal team, which is these two along with another person. And she, Angel, this side, is very into personal branding and video and allowing people to see who we are. So with her guidance, we hired 2 videographers, some photographers, and we've really made a difference since we launched the House of Ray team. Now, what I love to do is keep everything on the same level. I don't want one of my businesses to not be branded as good as the other. I want you guys to look at me overall and say that brand is good. So we hired a marketing person and she took us to another level.
And Raevonne, before we move on to the next question, I don't know if you wanted to take a minute to introduce your team members. I know you said Angel, I believe, was right behind you to the right, but do you want to take a minute and briefly introduce them?
Yeah, so we have Angel Johnson. Angel is in charge of our luxury clients. And then we have Justin Thomas, and Justin's in charge of our investors. We also have Michelle, which isn't able to be here today, and she is our Spanish-speaking agent that helps anyone that speaks Spanish. And of course, we have a bunch of behind-the-scenes people like our marketing and videographer and everybody.
Nice. So as a female CEO in the industry, what are some challenges that you face, Raevonne?
I think the biggest challenge I've faced has been more in the construction side of it, because they don't expect a woman to be the owner or CEO of a construction company. Right. So when I walk into rooms, I have to walk in a little bit tougher. And I don't think that we should have to. Right. We should be able to walk in as ourselves. Now, obviously, women know how to adjust to whatever room we need to be in because we are taking over nowadays. Right. Yeah. So it doesn't bother me as much as it would have years ago. But the biggest challenge is just taking that time to take a deep breath and understanding that it's not about me. Me opening up these doors are going to open up the doors for so many other women to know that no matter what it has to do in real estate, you can do whatever you put your mind to.
Totally. Wow. You are. I'm going to run out here and run 5 miles right now because of you. I'm like all kinds of inspired. What would you say to women that are thinking of investing or working in real estate but may need that little push to get started? Give us 2 or 3 tips on how we start.
I think the biggest part, all of us have seen it across the world we knew this from the beginning, but our days are not promised. We don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. So you have to start now, right? The biggest tip I can give too is that it doesn't matter the age, if you're young or old, right? It's so many people out there that just became multimillionaires and just started at 40 and 50 years old that are doing much more better than people that have been doing it for years. But the biggest tip is consistency. I think a lot of times as women, we are in charge of our families, our kids, our husband, life, and we're the people that the world comes to when they need help. And we lose consistency in the things that we think are important, our goals, right? So when I was at my most successful time, it was because of how consistent I was. I time blocked. I made sure that I gave my business the time that it needed, from marketing to lead generation. And I just stayed consistent. Even when it didn't seem like it was successful, I still woke up and devoted 3 hours to calling and allowing the world to know who my company was.
That is probably one of the greatest tips, consistency. If you apply consistency, Raevonne and Amanda, I think to every part of our lives, I think we're going to have great success, because that is definitely one of the most important tips that we could pass on to anyone, Raevonne. And so thank you for bringing that up. We love having you here. Thank you for being with us today and bringing your incredible team on. We love your energy. We love your drive. And it's always a pleasure. So we would love for you to share with our viewers the best way to connect with you, work with you, hire you. So if you can drop all your social media handles and website for us.
Okay, so the easiest way to get in touch with me is Instagram at Raevonne Denise, so RaevonneDenise. The next best place is CR Elite Realty, so www.CR Elite Realty, and you can reach out to me, either me or my business partner, Janelle Compton. And if you would like to hire us for construction, we have everything down to cabinet builders, whatever it is that you need, from luxury to reasonable price. You can also just contact me through Raevonne Denise on Instagram, and I'll make sure we get pointed in the right direction.
Thank you so much, Raevonne. And okay, beautiful Texans, when we come back, we will be sitting with brand expert and author Tarlyn Ramon Figueroa to tell us how a personal brand can make you irreplaceable in your area.
Good job, guys.